over the one assessment result. It won't take more than half hour, sometimes a little less, 20 minutes, but I'm just booking a half hour to be safe. So I'm booking an appointment for 2 o'clock, 2:30, or 3 o'clock.
Okay, 2:30.
2:30. Okay.
Yeah. On Friday?
Yeah. And I'll send you guys an email confirming with your times that you know.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And deal then?
Yeah. So I can take the 2 o'clock one?
2 o'clock? Yep, no problem. And that'll give Mufida 3. Okay, perfect. Okay. So today and tomorrow classes will not be very long. You won't be doing a full day because you're going to be doing the assessment. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be walking you through the assessment you're going to do. I'm actually just about to email you all. You're going to get an email for this assessment we're doing today. Okay. The only thing I want you to make sure of is to understand that I don't want you to start this assessment until I explain everything to you. Okay.
Okay.
Just because it can be a little bit confusing. So I'm just actually sending an email now.
Sorry, just to clarify, does that mean not starting it until after class today or not starting it until after class tomorrow if we're talking about it both days?
Oh, sorry, because they're two different assessments. So no.
Gotcha.
To be honest, I'll probably get you to start it while we're in class today. I just don't want you to start it until I go over the instruction.
Okay, gotcha.
So I've just, whoops, 1 second. Oh, I see why. 1 second. Okay, so I just sent you all an invite. The invite does not come from me. It'll come from a place called Edits. EDITS. Okay, so I'd like everyone to check their email just to double check to see that they have received it. Don't do anything with it yet. I just want to know that you've received it. If you don't see it in your email, please do check your junk email.
I just received mine.
You've got it, Amalara?
Assessment platform, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Don't do anything with it yet. I just want to know you've all received it.
All right.
Mine just showed up as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Ash.
Yeah. I got two. I got mine.
Amazing. Thank you, Sylvan. Appreciate that.
I got it.
Awesome, Alicia. Appreciate that as well. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go through a slideshow presentation. I'm going to share screen. And I want to explain the assessment we're doing today. So today's assessment is called the COP system. We actually use this across a number of our programs. I've done a lot of different career assessments with my clients, and I find this one to be the most accurate. Okay. It can be a little frustrating because they actually test you in different areas. So it's going to be a little bit about your personality, a little bit about your wants and needs and interests, and a little bit about your actual academic skill. I don't want you guys to get frustrated when you're doing this. What's really important to remember is that it's normal that you're going to score higher in some areas than you do in others. There is nobody that just scores great across the whole test, or otherwise the test would not be doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so you're going to find you score better in some areas more than others, and that's completely normal. That's helping us identify the best career paths and areas that make most sense for you. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I mentioned, there's 3 areas. They measure value, interests, and abilities. We're going to go through them. You guys have all received your links, so that's great. Okay. So the first part of the assessment is the COPES assessment. It takes about 20 minutes to do. There are 8 values, and they're key to 14 COP system career clusters. So there's 14 main career sections that this assessment is broken into. When you're done the test, that's why we're meeting on Friday. I'm going to send you a copy of your results, and I'm actually going to walk you through and explain what they look like. So don't worry about that for now. The next part is the interests, which is COPS. So this one is, again, another 20 minutes to take this approximately. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I apologize. I got a bit of fall allergies. Me and ragweed aren't friends. I apologize if I stop to sneeze. And then the last part is the capabilities, which is CAPS, okay? This one is 8 5-minute tests. They are actually timed. This is the academic piece I was talking about. So they do take about 45 minutes to do this section. So all in all, you're looking at 45 minutes for this and then 20 minutes each for the other. So we're talking 85 minutes, at least an hour and a half. This is going to take you maybe a little bit longer. So you are not expected to get it all done. I'm just explaining it to you. I'm going to stay on Zoom for a little bit in case anyone has any issues. And then after that, you're free to do it on your own. If you have to leave, if you have other commitments, you're welcome to go. Pardon me. But this assessment must be completed by today. Okay, by today. Midnight tonight. So when I log in tomorrow morning, I need to see that these assessments have been completed. Sorry about that. When you click the link, this page is going to appear. Okay? You're going to put in your email. You're going to make a password. This is very important that you write this down, because if you have to log out, or let's say you do the first 2 parts of the assessment and you decide to come back later to do the rest, you will need this information to log back in to continue. You're going to put in your first and last name. You don't need your date of birth or gender. You don't really have to do that. You do need your grade level. So the highest education you've completed. So if you went to college, but you didn't complete college, you'd put in high school. If you went to university, but didn't complete it, you would put in whatever you actually completed. Okay? And then you're going to check this box that says, I agree to the terms for this site. Does anyone have any questions about this? Okay. Once you create an account, this page is going to appear. Okay? And it's going to say COP system and new. You're going to click on the new that's circled. And just so you guys know, I will email this presentation to you. Pardon me, I've got the hiccups. Just so that you have it if you need some help. Okay. Again, you don't have to complete the assessment. You can log out and log back in if you want to take a break, because it can be quite heavy duty. When you click this button that says new, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. There are actually 4 parts to this assessment: COPS, CAPS, COPES, and a needs assessment. The first one is COPS. You're going to click on the word COPS and complete the assessment. Okay? When you complete the assessment, I'll jump back to this in a second. Let's see if it shows up. No, it didn't. I didn't put a page in here. When you complete this, after you're done the COPS assessment, you'll see a check mark here that says completed or done, and then you'll click the next one, CAPS. And then you'll get a check mark once it's completed, and then you'll do COPES, and you'll get a check mark once it's completed, and then you'll do needs assessment, and you'll get a check mark. Once there are 4 check marks, the system will automatically email me your results. Okay? So COPS is up first. As mentioned, this takes about 20 minutes. You're gonna read a series of statements, and for each one, you're gonna say, you like it a lot, you like it a little, you dislike it a little, or you dislike it a lot. Now, not all of these statements you're gonna be familiar with. They may ask you about things you've not tried before, but just don't worry about if you have experience or training. Just think about, is this something I might like to do, okay? They will show you the instructions before you get started. There is a bar at the bottom of the page that will show you your progress, okay? As you jump forward, each page will go green, and the little red box indicates the page that you are on. If you are missing a question, which means if you, let's say you went to click on something and you didn't quite catch it, and you go to skip, it will warn you that you have not completed and that you're missing a question. So you've got to go back and review. This is what each page will look like. So for example, they might ask you, do lab experiments with living cells. Would you like doing that a lot? Would you like it a little bit? Would you dislike it a little bit? Would you dislike it a lot? Inventing new types of toys or playground equipment. Would you like it a lot? Like it a little? Dislike it a little? Dislike it a lot? Operate a cookie factory. Start up and operate your own business. Different things like that. So they're going to ask you all these questions, and you're going to choose one of these and move along. Okay? Any questions about this assessment, the COPS system? Does everyone understand this so far? Everyone's good? Give me a thumbs up because I can't see you guys.
Yeah.
Good. Steelban, you're okay?
Yes.
Okay. Omalara, you're okay so far? It's making sense?
Minus a note,
Yes.
1 note, 2 cream, 6 sugars.
Alicia, you're good?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right. So the next one is going to be the CAP system. So again, this is the one I was mentioning that is 8 mini tests that are 5 minutes long, okay? Again, an instruction page will appear. Very similar to the last one. You have the green bar at the bottom. It shows you how far you are. With this assessment, a little bit different. You can skip answers if you don't know them, okay? They give you the beginning of each of the 8 tests. There's a little practice test, and then you hit start, whatever it is. So this one's mechanical reasoning. You'd hit start mechanical reasoning. When you start, there will be a timer at the top that tells you how much time you have left. For some people, they don't like to see the timer. It makes them anxious. So you can click hide timer if you don't want to see it. Otherwise, I personally like to see a timer so I know how much time I have left to do it, okay? When your time is up, it'll say time is up and you hit okay. Okay, so again, you're going to go through 8 of these. They take 5 minutes each. My suggestion to you would be, don't get stuck on any questions. For this assessment, it goes by how many you get right. So if you're going through and there's a question, you're finding it difficult, skip it, move on to the next. If you have time at the end, if you finish all the questions of the test and you have time to go back to some of the ones you skipped, that's fine, but don't get stuck on a question too long here because you only have 5 minutes. Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. All right. The final test of the timed one is called manual speed and dexterity. Alicia, I'm just going to mute you, okay? Oh, thank you. This one's called manual speed and dexterity, okay? There is a short survey followed by a paper and pencil test, but you guys will not be doing the paper and pencil test. Unless for some reason you have a printer and you want to do it, I don't expect that of you. So you're going to answer these questions. If you think that you are much worse than others, somewhat worse than others, about the same as others, somewhat better than others, and much better than others in each of these areas, and you're going to hit continue. So again, if you have a printer, you can download the test and print it. And then you can enter the score here and hit finish. But for most of you, you're just going to click this box that says, I did not take the test. And then hit finish. Does that make sense for everyone? So this is number 8 of the 8 5-minute time tests.
Can you explain that again, please?
Sure. So this section of the section on the CAPS is 8 different tests that are allotted 5 minutes each. So did you get that part, like where you were doing the test for 5 minutes?
Yeah, only part I don't understand is the last.
Okay. So as I mentioned, there's 8 parts to this test. For the 8th one, you're going to answer these questions and then hit continue, and then just click this button that says, I did not take the test. Because in order to do this test, you would have to print it and do it on pen and paper. Most people don't have a printer.
Okay.
Okay, so you're really doing 7. The 8th one, you're just answering these questions and hitting, I did not take the test. Okay. Then what they're going to do is they're going to ask you to rate your skills in different areas, and you're going to do that instead. The last assessment is the COPES assessment. Again, it's the 20 minutes to do, and they're going to give you a list of activities. I value activities or jobs in which, and they're going to give you 2 statements. For example, think a lot about difficult problems, or do not have to think a lot about difficult problems. So for this assessment, you're going to pick either A or B, not both. You have to pick one. If you don't like either option, unfortunately, you have to pick one. So pick the one that would be the least difficult or painful for you to do. So I value activities or jobs in which team up with others or work on my own. Which of those would you prefer? And you pick one. Don't rely on my artistic skill or use my artistic skill. I couldn't draw for the life of me. My best drawing is a stick man. So I would choose don't rely on my artistic skill, because if my job relied on my artistic skill, I would not have a job. Okay? So again, you're going to read these sets of statements. You'll notice they're all lumped into sets of 2, and you're going to pick one of the or the other for each. Any questions? Okay. The last assessment is the needs assessment. Okay. You're going to check off this box. It says your interest in an occupational training course. It says already enrolled or interested. You're going to select interested, because none of you are enrolled in post-secondary training. I need additional help in, and then you can click any of these that you think apply, and then you're going to hit finish. Okay. And then once all 4 assessments are done, it's going to say completed. The results, it'll say results there. That will go to me. Are there any questions? No?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing for a second. I'm actually going to email you all the instructions, like this PowerPoint, just in case you get stuck and you need to review it. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to email it to you just in case you get stuck and need some support. What I've asked you guys to do is for now is I'm going to shut off my camera, but I'm going to mute myself, but I'm going to stay in the Zoom classroom, and I'd like you guys to do that as well while you get started. So if you have any issues, you can just unmute yourself and ask me, and I'll be here. Okay. I want to make sure that everyone's okay, and then if you feel comfortable to move on and do things on your own, then you're welcome to do so. I would suggest you do the time test, which is the CAPS first. And the reason being is if you're going to need help, it's going to be with those ones. Okay, any questions? No? All right, so if you guys want to get started, go right ahead. I'll be here if you need help, just check in and ask me, okay? I'm gonna be emailing you the instructions as well right now, and we'll probably stay on the Zoom call until about 11:30. And then 11:30, no later than 12, and then I'll let you guys go. I just wanna see that you guys are moving along in the assessments, okay? Good luck, everybody.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm sorry. Which one did you said was the time assignment? COPS or CAPS?
The CAPS one should be the timed assignment.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
Hello, Holly. Hello.
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, this is Lara. Yeah, I have a problem. Because for
Okay.
now, I'm working with my phone. So I don't think I can do the assessments right now. Is there a chance for me to do it later? Because I explained to Lona that I'm going to buy my laptop this week. So is there a way I could do it later in the day and send it to you?
Yeah, of course. No, as long as, when do you think you'll have a laptop by?
Okay. Because when my son comes back, I'm going to use his laptop to do it.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Lara, no problem. And if you have any issues, do as much of it as you can. And then tomorrow we're doing a different assessment so I can help you if you have any issues tomorrow. But we will use the laptop for tomorrow probably too for the assessment if you can.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know, Lara.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm just checking in. Is everyone okay so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Awesome. So if you want to stay on the call, I'm going to stick around for another half hour. But if you think that you're good and you want to get off the call and just work on the assessment on your own, you're welcome to do that as well. I just asked everyone to stick around to make sure they didn't have any issues.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm? Oh. போடும் அது உங்களுக்கு காட்டை போட்டு போடுவோம் எனக்கு டைமர் ஓடிக்கொண்டிருக்கேன் நான் அதை முடிக்கணும் ஓ அது 10 ரூபா முடிஞ்சிருக்கு 10 ரூபா தானே முடிஞ்சிருக்கு இல்லை காட்டல ஓ வெயிட் பண்ணாண்டா வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க இது முடிச்ச அப்புறம் நான் வரலாம் ஓகே இல்ல டோரா போகுது. இதான் காட்டில் தான் போகுது. ஓகே, நான் முடிச்சுட்டு வரேன். தெரியல, கொஞ்சம் நேரத்துக்கு முடியும். இது டெஸ்ட் எழுதிட்டு இருக்கேன், அதை இடையில நிப்பாட்டுக்கலாம். ஓகே ஓகே. ஓகே. Hi, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I'm stuck on one thing, that manual speed and dexterity, the eighth one.
I'm sorry, which part?
Eighth part, manual speed and dexterity.
Yeah, the part 8, remember you're supposed to answer the questions, then click the box that says, I did not take the test.
Oh, okay. I'm in the first page of that, and I click continue. It's not going through. Like I don't have any other options for it.
Can you share screen with me for